Okay សួស្តីអ្នកគ្នាជួបគ្នាម្ដងទៀតហើយជាមួយនឹង The Stanley Parable ដែលនៅក្នុង part មុនហ្នឹងគឺខ្ញុំបានលេងហើយក៏បានស្លាប់ដោយ nuclear ផ្ទុះហើយឥឡូវនេះគឺយើងបានត្រូវ restart លេងសារដើមប៉ុន្តែដោយសារតែយើងជឿរើសយកទ្វារខុសដែលពេលគេឲ្យយើងរើសទ្វារមួយឆ្វេងមួយស្ដាំគឺគេឲ្យយើងទៅឆ្វេងប៉ុន្តែយើងទៅខាងស្ដាំទៅពេលចុះទៅបានយើងស្លាប់ដោយសារយើងចូលទ្វារខុសហើយលើកនេះគឺយើងនឹងត្រូវទៅរកទ្វារដែលត្រូវអូខេមកដល់ហើយទ្វារនេះហើយ
came to a set of two open doors he entered the door on his left
ពេលដែលខ្ញុំមុនហ្នឹងគឺខ្ញុំចូលទៅទ្វារខាងស្ដាំដល់ខ្ញុំចង់ដឹងថាបើសិនជាចូលទៅទ្វារខាងស្ដាំគឺមានថ្ងៃកើតឡើងបន្ទាប់មកក៏យើងត្រូវបានស្លាប់ដោយសារ nuclear ផ្ទុះទៅអូខេអញ្ចឹងឥឡូវគឺយើងត្រូវចូលទ្វារខាងឆ្វេងវិញចាំមើលតើមានថ្ងៃកើតឡើងអូខេបន្ទប់ដល់បន្ទប់412 411អីយ៉ានៅក្នុងនេះបន្ទប់អីចា
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Okay គឺយើងមកដល់កន្លែង meeting room ដូចគ្នា
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
ឥឡូវគឺខ្ញុំចុះទៅក្រោមម្ដងព្រោះមុនហ្នឹងគឺយើងដូចជាឡើងទៅខាងលើប៉ុន្តែឥឡូវគឺខ្ញុំចង់ចុះមកក្រោមវិញគឺ
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming!
Yeah.
He yelled. This is all a dream.
ព្រោះយើងគឺព្រោះគាត់ឆ្ងល់ហើយព្រោះគាត់មើលខ្លួនឯងឃើញទេមើលឃើញជើងក៏មើលឃើញដែរហើយគាត់ចូលមកបន្ទប់ដដែលគឺចាប់អារម្មណ៍ឆ្ងល់ដែរ
His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical star field, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, It's all I want.
អូ
I want my apartment and my wife and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal.
បើកធ្វើបើក
Everything will be fine.
បើកភ្នែកនៅយើង
I am
អូ
okay.
ជាងជាងយ៉ាស់នៅឡើយដែរ នៅតែអត់មើលឃើញជើងដែរ
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Black out គឺបាច់ភ្លើងឬក៏យើងមិនមែនជាមនុស្ស
This
ឬក៏
is
យើ
the
ងត្រូវ
story of a woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work.
យើងមាន
But
អ្នក
on
ធ្វើ
this
ការមួយយើង
particular
ណា
day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy, this much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day, the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
ចាំមើលមានថ្ងៃកើតឡើងបន្តទៀត អូពិតជាវែងឆ្ងាយមែនតើ យើងមកដល់បន្ទប់នឹងទៀតហើយអូដូចជាឮទូរស័ព្ទរងអូខេយើងលើទូរស័ព្ទមួយសិន
Hi Stanley, just wanted to leave you a message to let you know there's a few things I need you to pick up on your way home from work today.
Okay.
We need milk, cereal, dish soap, spaghetti, get a thing of sugar, some bread, and coffee beans, whichever ones you like. I'll give you a call if there's anything I forgot. Thanks, sweetie. See you tonight.
យើងអ្នក order food មែន អូកុំព្យូទ័រដូចជាបើកមកលើកមុនដូចជាអត់តង់ឃើញបើកទេយើងគឺយើងត្រូវ touch អូយើងបិទបានទៀតខ្ញុំចង់ទេទៅវិញបានអត់អូខេយើងអត់បាក់ទេទៅបានទេអូបន្ទប់នេះដូចជាខុសពីមុនព្រោះមកមុនដូចជាកន្លែងនេះជាមានមែនសអញ្ចឹងប៉ុន្តែឥឡូវដូចជាសស្វែតហ្មងអូកុំព្យូទ័រដូចជាបើកកុំព្យូទ័រហ្មងតែយើងអាចបើកទ្វារនេះបានអត់តដែរទេអូ awaiting input តែយើងត្រូវការវាយអក្សរគេខ្លះចូលក្នុងកុំព្យូទ័រកុំព្យូទ័រឥឡូវដូចជាដំណើរការបានទាំងអស់យើងទៅមុខទៀតសិនចូលដល់បន្ទប់មួយទៀតហើយទៅមុខបន្តទៀតចាំនិយាយបានថាហ្គេមនេះដូចជា mind control អញ្ចឹងគេចង់តេស្តពីគ្រូក្បាលរបស់យើងព្រោះយើងពងលេងតួហ្នឹងប៉ុន្តែពេលខ្លះតួហ្នឹងមកលេងយើងវិញណា
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
អូខេអញ្ចឹងឥឡូវខ្ញុំទៅទ្វារខាងឆ្វេងប៉ុន្តែពេលដែលយើងឡើងកម្មចនាគឺយើងឡើងកម្មចនាខាងលើម្ដងតែមើលតើមានថ្ងៃកើតឡើងអូខេយើងដល់កន្លែង meeting room ទៀតហើយ
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Coming
to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being
គឺយើង
held
ពុំ
from
ឆ្ងល់
him?
ហើយ
What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
អូខេ keypad នៅលើតុរបស់មេយើងប៉ុន្តែដូចជាអត់អូនេះ2 4 8
Stanley just sat around twiddling his
ខុស
thumbs.
បាត់
Trying to input anything on the device was useless,
Bảy,
since he could
bốn,
never possibly
thèm.
know that the combination was
Okay,
given
cứ dựng bàn
incredibly
thử
by
đi.
simply pushing random buttons on the keypad.
Whoa,
Stanley happened
whoa.
to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
អូទ្វារមួយទៀតគឺបើកអីអូខេយើងទៅបន្តទៀតដោយការវិភាគវល់ហ្នឹងគឺខ្ញុំអត់ដឹងថាបើកកូដលេខប៉ុន្មានទេប៉ុន្តែឥឡូវគឺយើងបានបើកត្រូវហើយ អូខេយើងត្រូវចុះខាងក្រោមនេះទៀតធីងចុះទៅហើយចុះទៅហើយ ចាំមើលមានថ្ងៃកើតឡើង
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered. Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
អូកន្លែងនេះគឺកន្លែង escape ដោយលើកមុនហ្នឹងគឺខ្ញុំបានចូល Mind Control Facility នេះដោយត្រូវ nuclear ផ្ទុះងាប់ ឥឡូវគឺយើងទៅ like escape វិញគឺកន្លែងរត់ចេញចាំមើលយើងចូលទៅកន្លែងនេះតើវាមានអី
Although this
កើតឡើង
passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
អូដូចជាផ្លូវនេះដូចជាដើរទៅត្រង់រហូតឬក៏មានទីបញ្ចប់
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
យើងគួរបកក្រោយឬក៏អត់ធ្វើទ្វារអត់បានបាត់ទេ ខ្ញុំគិតថាទៅត្រង់ទៀតបាច់ថយក្រោយ
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
អូវ៉ាតើមានអីកើតឡើងនៅខាងមុខអូទ្វារបើកអូខេទ្វារបើកឲ្យយើងហើយអូកន្លែងនេះកន្លែងអីគេចេះអូកន្លែងអីគេចេះ ធ្លាក់ចូលមកខាងក្រោមអូ Ching. Whoa.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. So he resigned the tale to his brief and shallow life.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Dương nơi rút rồi dương slap bà đấy. Ồ. Chùm ngó vậy thôi. Ồ, mình tay dương đưa chị. Đưa chị ngặt mình té đưa chị bên lưu sĩ. Ồ, mình đó lấy cái chứ. Ồ, ngặt mình té The Stanley Parable vậy thôi. Mình tay ngặt mình té
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game back in his office as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
Dương đá, ôi đá tới gãy nha chứ. Đưa chị cái lại thằng mày vậy thôi. Wow. Đưa chị bật tục. Dương mang slap ba đấy. Đưa chị nơi
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
ចឹងយើងបានស្ដាប់តាំងមុនដំបូងមកអីចឹងសុទ្ធតែហូបគំនូហើយ nature painting កន្លែងនេះគឺកុំព្យូទ័រសម្រាប់យើង input ប៉ុន្តែនេះដូចជាគេបន្ទប់ទូចៗដែលគេរៀបចំមកនេះយើងមើលសិន the two door នេះកន្លែងទ្វារដែលគេឲ្យយើងជឿរើសពីរនេះគឺ the set of two open door was the very first concrete piece of the Stanley Parable design. Once this room was created, the rest of the game emerged as an extension of it and an exploration of the contradiction this room poses. ចឹងកន្លែងនេះសុទ្ធតែកន្លែងគេរៀបចំមកយើងហើយអញ្ចឹងយើងបានន័យថាយើងបានស្លាប់តាំងពីយើងជ្រើសរើសយកបន្ទប់ហ្នឹងមានបន្ទប់ទៀតលេខ1លេខ2លេខ3ទៅទៅមើលអស់សិនព្រោះអាចជាតម្រុយនៅខាងពីមុខយើងបើកបាននេះបន្ទប់កន្លែងនេះគឺ office តើចុចទៅហោះអត់ទេស្មានតែចុចទៅហោះចុះពេលកន្លែងនេះ button sound កុំប៉ះសោះកន្លែង button ប៉ុន្តែខ្ញុំចង់ control នៅលើ computer សិនឡើយអូខេតើយើងអាចចុចបានអត់ចុចឲ្យបានទេតើយើងត្រូវទៅណាទៀតព្រោះយើងចេញមកតាមនេះយើងនេះជាស្លាប់បាត់ហើយកន្លែងនេះមានទ្វារ2ទៀតហើយសោហើយឬក៏យើងត្រូវដើរឡើងលើទៀតកន្លែងនេះដូចជា museum ឬក៏មិនឬក៏យើងធ្លាក់មកដល់កន្លែង museum នេះដូចជាកន្លែង version នេះនិយាយពីការអានេះសតើគេតាំងនេះដូចចម្លែកមែនតើអូខេយើងទៅបន្តទៀតសិនដើម្បីចង់ដឹងថាតើវាមានរឿងអីកើតឡើងតទៀតចម្លែកខ្លាំងមែនតើហ្មងយើងចូលមកដល់បន្ទប់ narrow outtake អីយ៉ាwhat កន្លែងនេះដូចទ្វារមួយទៅចុចលេខ6
See how it's impossible for the player to do anything.
ដូចជាលឺសលេងមកពីណាចេះដូចជាលឺ wait ព្រោះខ្ញុំដូចជាលឺសលេងមកពីណាចេះព្រោះលឺសលេងដែលគេថតដូចចម្លែកមែនតើសលេងដើររកតាមសលេងគឺរកឃើញទៀតអូខេយើងចេញពីបន្ទប់នឹងសិនតើយើងមកខាងនេះវិញទៀតunderground mind control facility ដែល escape ប៉ុន្តែយើងដូចជាចូលអត់បានទេអញ្ចឹងយើងត្រូវថយក្រោយវិញតើយើងត្រូវវិញនេះក្នុងហ្នឹងឬក៏យ៉ាងម៉េចទេចូលក្នុងអស់ហើយនេះការអីបាទចឹងមករកកន្លែងនេះគឺកន្លែងចេញមែន
look at these two how they wish to destroy one another how they wish to control one another
ព្រោះយើងចង់
how they both wish to be free
ព្រោះយើងចង់ control នៅលើកម្មវិធីអស់ទាំងហ្នឹងហ្មងប៉ុន្តែដោយលើកមុនហ្នឹងគឺយើងបាន activate control ទៅក៏បាន nuclear ផ្ទុះងាប់ទៅបាត់ដែរតើលើនេះឬក៏យើងត្រូវការ activate ម្ដងទៀតព្រោះខ្ញុំគិតថាយើងដូចជាស្លាប់ហើយម្ដងហើយមានរឿងអីកើតឡើង
Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail.
Okay.
There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let time.
ខ្ញុំគិតថាខ្ញុំចាប់តែប៉ុណ្្នឹងសិនហើយព្រោះយើងដើរមកដល់កន្លែងនេះគឺដើរមកដល់ដំណាក់កាលមួយដែលថាអត់ដឹងថាយើងស្លាប់ឬក៏យើងបានឬក៏យើងនៅរស់ទេប៉ុន្តែមិញហ្នឹងគឺយើងបានខ្ទេចឆ្អឹងដោយត្រូវម៉ាស៊ីនគៀបអាខ្ទេចហ្មងប៉ុន្តែមុនហ្នឹងគឺយើងបានស្គប់ពេលវេលាហើយក៏យើងបានចូលទៅក្នុងយ៉ាងនិយាយបានខាងរស់ឬក៏មិនទេព្រោះវាកន្លែងវាសសុតហ្មងហើយអញ្ចឹងចាំជួបគ្នានៅក្នុងវីដេអូបន្តក្រោយទៀតចង់ដឹងថាមានថ្ងៃកើតឡើងសូមអ្នកនរគ្នារងចាំតាមអ្នកនរគ្នាបាយបាយ